Alright, so, sorry about my disheveled appearance. It's very warm out today. But, enough about the weather. I just got back from Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. But before I talk about the movie, the reason why there hasn't been a strain review up yet is I've been busy moving and settling stuff. But I'll post my strain review next week, and I'll probably cover the episode in next week's video or try to get it done when I have some free time. But Sin City: A Dame to Kill For. It was actually a really good, I'm not going to say really good, I always say really good, but it's decent. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go over what's good right now, what's good about it. Powers Booth is scary-ass motherfucker in it. Whoever they got to replace the actress who played Miho in the first Sin City, really good. All of Miho's scenes are spectacularly done. Mickey Rourke is good as Marv. He looks the part. Some people say that you can just get any big-chested individual and put that face shit on him and he looks like Marv, but I think Mickey Rourke was born to play this part. But really, it wasn't that good. The best, most well-rounded of the three stories is A Dame to Kill For, just because it has so much source material to pull from. But the other ones, the Another Saturday Night, that's just like a 2 or 3 page story in the comics, and the other two are made up. The one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt there, it just ends on such a, not a downer note, like, spoilers, he dies. That was kind of obvious that was going to happen. It's just how it happens was a little bit shocking, just because you know Rourke's an asshole, but you kind of thought that Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character would get away with it, but he doesn't. But he does succeed in wounding Rourke's pride. So he sort of wins at the end, but he still gets a bullet between the eyes. And the story that just ends the worst is Jessica Alba's story. Her story focuses on her getting revenge for Carnigan's suicide at the hands of Rourke and his son. But I really didn't care for that story at all. One, because I don't care for Jessica Alba in this film. They just should have had someone else play the character. It was a bad casting decision from the start. You might say, well, who could they get to play Nancy? Anyone, in all honesty. Like, I don't look at her and say, Nancy Callahan. It's not like Bruce Willis, where, yeah, he actually does look like Hartigan, or Marv, like with that character. I don't see that with her. It could have been anyone, and she doesn't have the acting ability to portray this noir character. When she goes through her whole, like, transformation from scared little Nancy Callahan to, like, tough, like, we're gonna kill Rourke character, it just doesn't. She cuts her hair. She cuts her hair and she, like, slices her face. It feels like a teenager having a fit. In all honesty, like, I was half expecting her to put on, like, some Pretty Reckless or My Chemical Romance. It just didn't care for that story at all. And it just ends on, like, such a sudden note. She confronts Rourke in his house with the help of Marv, shoots him and says, "That's for Hartigan, you son of a bitch," or something like that. And the film just ends. Like, black screen, like, is there more? Is there the after credits stuff? Which, I'm not a big fan of them showing stuff intertwining between credits. I'm fine with post-credit scenes, not during credit scenes. But there wasn't. It was just over like that. But I can't really be mad at this movie either, because it wasn't bad enough for me to just rage at it. That's why this is going to be a short video. If you liked Sin City, the first one, yeah, check it out. It's more of the same, really. There's nothing I can really fault Against this one, the things that were wrong with the first one are the same things that are wrong with this one. It's not as bad of a sequel as Machete Kills, but it's not like you have to go and see this movie right now. If you're a fan of it, go see it in the theater, yeah, because it's kind of like one of those movies where you need to see it in the theater, because the visuals and whatnot. This is a very visual movie. But if you're not a fan of Sin City, if you didn't like the first one or didn't see the first one, this one's not gonna interest you whatsoever. And one thing that bothered me, I'm not normally like a Nazi when it comes to this stuff, like timeline focus. I'm not like, he didn't do that in the comics, why is it happening now? No, it's the whole thing with Marv. He died in the first movie. His story was like, it ended with him on death row getting electrocuted. But he's still alive through all the stories in this, and I'm just I'm wondering where it fits on the timeline, like when the story in the first one with Marv kind of fits in. Because I was always assumed that it happened after the story with Nancy in the first film. But according to this one, no. So, but it's not bad. It's not overly good. It's Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Another thing that it's a minor gripe. It's a nitpick, really, that bugs me about Sin City 2 is Jessica Alba has a no nudity clause. When there's just such a... Basically, Ava Green gets naked in this movie every chance she gets. Yeah, like, all the time. Her naked body is basically like a supporting character, like the boom mic in Dolomite is a supporting character. Like, it's like she's allergic to clothes or something. It's just insane. But, and then Jessica Alba, I understand she shouldn't be naked all the time. I get that. I perfectly get that. But she's a stripper. There needs to be some nudity somewhere. Because we've seen Rodriguez before do good things like that. We've also seen him do bad ones, like the From Dusk Till Dawn TV show, where it's the most PG strip club in the world. And I just highly doubt that people are this excited for Nancy when she doesn't take off her clothes. I don't see the people of Sin City being like, ooh, it's a splendiferous dance she's doing. It's a feast of the minds. No, like they're there because she has the body of Jessica Alba, and she's showing it off, but not in this. But it's a minor nitpick. It's just, once again, someone who's not Jessica Alba should have played that role. This review is going to be a little bit more rambly than the rest of mine, just because I have no idea what to do about this movie, because I liked it. I did. Like, the first 20 minutes of it were good. Like, the first 20 minutes were like, oh, this is awesome, this has my attention, and then it started to drag. I think that might be because I actually read a Dame to Kill For book, like the actual comic book, and like, I know it's going to happen, I'm just waiting for it to happen, and it just... someone had a complaint about A Dame to Kill For that the whole cop storyline felt resolved overly quick, but that's the way it happened in the book. The cop shoots his partner and then shoots himself. But it was better established in the comic book because the narration was still going on over it. So it created more of like a audio and visual impact, whereas this, there's narration, they show the scene, and then there's more narration. It just feels kind of weird and placed, like out of place a little bit. The second, I'm not going to say complaint, nitpick I have with this is some of the visual effects are like laughably, not cartoonish, but just stupid looking. Like when Dwight gets shot in the face and his eyeball is exposed. It reminds me of that ping pong ball eyeball scene in Emergencies from the ER or whatever, where it was like his eye popped in, like it basically looks like a ping pong ball. Like, they could have done a few scenes visually better, and there's like one scene with like ragdoll physics that didn't really look proper. But once again, it's a minor nitpick. But I'm saying that an awful lot. This was, like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. It was okay. As for trailers I got for this one, I got Amityville: The Awakening. We've had enough about Amityville. Maybe if James Wan does it, he can make a good Amityville movie, but this, it looks really stupid. It looks like it's going to be jump scares, because that's pretty much what the trailer was. And the trailer was basically from the people who produced all your favorite horror movies, like Insidious and Sinister and stuff like that. Guess what? Producers do jack shit on movies. Producers are kind of like the guys who throw in like their 2 cents. Not necessarily the guys at the plant. Who knows, maybe they can pull off a good Amityville movie. The fact that the person being haunted or whatever is like a borderline comatose guy might be interesting. You know, like, they could do some really cool and creative things with that. Chances are they won't. Chances are they will just make it a generic jump scare fest, because there's nothing scary about boo. Like, just no. The other trailers I got, Big Hero. I got Big Hero 6 again, or whatever it is called. I don't know. Kids' movies have to be certain. They have to teach a good moral and not be preachy about it. Be funny that both the kids and the adults will laugh. And, I don't know, just be downright enjoyable. Like Lego Movie. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Book of Life looks like it's going to be really good too. But Lego Movie and How to Train Your Dragon and Frozen were really good kids' movies. This one, maybe. I don't take the gamble on kids' movies anymore unless I'm 100% sure that it's good. Like Lego Movie, there was very little chance that was going to suck. But this one, still don't know enough yet. I might read the manga or whatever it's based on. But even then, I'm probably setting myself up for failure. It's probably not going to be good. Let me think. Men, Women, and Children, I think. It's the new Ivan Reitman film. And my prayers have been answered by whatever deity answers prayers. Because it's a serious dramedy like Punch Drunk Love, but Ivan Reitman, Juno, young adult, up in the air. And the trailer doesn't really show me too much of what it's about. The trailer just kind of... The trailer, it looks like the Facebook, the social network trailer, if it was like more about sexting, really. But Adam Sandler's in it, and he's playing a serious character. He's not playing one of his, I'm a 40-year-old man-child kind of character. It's Adam Sandler trying to play a serious character, like Punch Drunk Love or Rain on Me. So I'm really interested to see this now. Because my firm belief on Adam Sandler is that if he tries, if he applies himself, he can do good. He's basically become his character from Funny People, where he can do good stuff by trying, or he can pump out crap and people will still pay money to see it. Because Just Go With It was basically him and his friends going on Hawaiian vacation, like, let's film it. We could turn this into a movie. Just insert shit jokes. But it looks interesting. I have no idea what it's about, but I think it's going to have like something to do with like the body image, like standards and stuff like that. I'm trying to think, what was the other trailer? Big Hero, Amityville. I think that might have been it. But yeah, like my final thoughts on Sin City are, go see it if you're a fan. Like, seriously. Because you're probably going to like it. You're probably going to like it more than I did. Or, in all honesty, maybe wait. Because if they release a special edition, they'll probably re-edit it. So, like, each story is its own individual thing. Where there's no, like, interweaving. Because the interweaving was kind of what fucked it up a little bit for me. Just because it shows one night of the poker game that Joseph Gordon-Levitt plays against Rourke. Then Rourke corners him, beats the crap out of him, breaks his hand... Stuff like that. Then it cuts to the other story, Dame to Kill For, which I've seen, I know, cuts back to that one. It just doesn't work. So, but if you're a fan, go see it. If you're not a fan, you're not going to like it. And if you're not like a hardcore fan of it, just wait, rent it, or something. Because if you're not a hardcore fan, you're not going to really care if you see it on the big screen. Because I saw the first one on DVD, and I still enjoyed it. Also, this one, just more closing thoughts. This one's more action-oriented, whereas the other one's more story-oriented. So, my thoughts for, like, my opinion, read Sin City Comics, and then wait till it's on DVD or something to pick up a copy and watch it, because that seems like the best way to do it, instead of having to spend $10 on it, because I think it's $10 to $11 with like a 3D ticket. So, just wait. But like I said, with The Strain, I'll try to get a review up of either just that episode this week, or I'll wait till the next episode airs, shoot it, and mention the other episode in that review. But if you like this video, like it, comment on it, subscribe, and I will see you next time.